Hello everyone. What you're about to watch is the edited version of a tutorial that Kat Miller made for us so that we could use Evernote very effectively, specifically for those who are interested in researching and studying my work. And as it is so extensive and it's all over the place on the web, and for portal members, they have all the old back issues from 1980, from 1999. And so it's just overwhelming. And I've had a lot of people write to me and say, I really want to get into it, but my gosh, I can't find what I need to find. And this is related to that. And then I couldn't find where I put that. So this tutorial, I think, will really help you to use Evernote, which is a free tool. And really, it's very easy to use. You just kind of have to get the hang of it. So that's what this is all about. Of course, you can use Evernote for a lot of different things, not just my work, but this is specifically aimed toward that goal. So here we go.
To use Chrome with it. So, Kailasa, were you able to attempt getting the app or getting the extension?
Yeah, I already installed the software and also the extension on Chrome.
Okay.
And if you want to install the extension, you have to use Chrome, but you can install the software even though you don't use Chrome as your main explorer.
So you're saying that you actually do have to have Chrome to use the Clipper?
Yeah. To use the Clipper, it has to be on Chrome.
Oh, okay.
But to use the software, you can use whatever explorer you want. I normally use Explorer called Opera. And but what I'm doing is that I still install Chrome, and so whenever I start doing research regarding my novel or Maya's project, well, our project, I'm going to start using Chrome. That's what I'm planning to do.
And so the other part of that, this was a little bit confusing for actually both Maya and I. But what we realized is that there actually is a web version of Evernote, and then there's actually an app that you can download onto your computer, so you can access all of your notes offline as well, which is actually really valuable. Oh well, I wouldn't do it any way. I would just use the app, and I also find the app to be a lot more to be easier to navigate. I think it's more intuitive. But having said that, when I was sharing the notebooks with Maya, she had to go into her web version of Evernote to actually access the notebooks. But then once she did that, then she could go into the app version and organize them however she wanted.
It might not have had to be that way, but as a beginner, that seemed to be what was happening. So that's how I did it.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we're taking massive roundabout. Well, we'll figure it out. I have faith in us. So, okay, so Kailasa, have you played with it all? Were you familiar with it, or is this all new to you then?
This is still new, but I have been checking it in general, and also I found out that the reason you have to have Chrome, or preferably Chrome, is that you can actually register with your Google account, and that makes it way easier for you to have an interaction between Evernote and, for example, if you have Gmail, with your Gmail hard disk, well, digital disk, whatever, and also have an interaction with other Google profiles and Gmail profiles as a consequence. So I think that all of us that plan to work in this project, we should install Chrome and have a Gmail account, even if it's just for that specific project, because it makes it way easier to share anything.
Yeah, that's a really good point too, and something that I wouldn't have thought of, because I've just been using Google forever, right? So it's just where I live. So the beauty of that too is that, as you're saying that, I realized that you have direct access to all your Google Drive files as well.
Yes.
through Evernote, so you can actually access Google, anything on Google Drive, any images, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, it definitely streamlines the process.
Yeah.
So okay, so we'll go with the original recommendation Maya had, which was get Chrome installed. So okay, so what I'll do now, maybe because you've
Oh, and also I was going to say something. Also, the advantage is of working with Evernote is that if something ever happens with your computers, Maya, hopefully not, and even if you lost a lot of your information, you can get a professional account. I think they call it business account, and you have a lot of megabytes to upload a lot of information, and it stays there forever, but it's protected. Nobody can access it unless they hack your account.
so the vault of Thoth, I went in here and I clicked on one of the books, and then this is the beautiful part. So this is what I'm trying to show you guys. It's on the lower right-hand corner. It says Save PDF to Evernote. Everyone's with me now? Okay, yay. No more blank stares. Okay, so when I click on that, it gives me the option of what I actually want to clip, the PDF, if I want to just bookmark the page, take a screenshot, and then it actually gives me the option to go into any of the notebooks that I'm going to share with you. So you can throw them all in there. So that's one thing you can do. And then what I was trying to show you with the Arc of Metatron, or the Metatron page, so say you find an article that you like. Actually, here, let me show you this too. This is beautiful. Okay, so I just Googled Metatron and Maya, and Evernote goes into all of my notes that it has and shows me which ones are related to what I just searched for. So that's a really beautiful cross-referencing that happens as well. But these are my notes that I've already got in my notebooks, okay? And I've gotten lost in trails that have come up when Evernote gives me a clue to something, and then I'm just gone on a whole different tangent. So anyway, so I just wanted to show you that that's what happens. That's meant to help you with your research and making the connections and the cross-referencing. And okay, so now I'm in Maya's article, and I see a paragraph that I really like. So I triple click on the paragraph. So I've selected the paragraph, and I just want this one. I just want this paragraph to go in as a note. So I go in. It's already got that I want to clip the selection, and then I can go here and I can pick the notebook where I want it to go. It'll go in just that one paragraph in that notebook, and it'll be in there and shared with you guys. So does that make sense? It's pretty straightforward.
Oh yeah,
okay.
To me.
Okay, so and the other cool thing, I think this is what Maya and I were giggling like schoolgirls about. I said there's all kinds of things you can actually do. You can take the whole article. It'll do a simplified article for you, like it's just a cleaner version of it. It'll put in there just the page, or it'll do like a screenshot of what you've just got here. So it's just such a massively simplified way to grab stuff off of the web and to throw it into the Evernote notebooks in an already organized fashion. So we decided that some master archivist from the inner earth figured this out and brought it to surface.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So, okay, so that's just to show you the value of the clipper. The steps. Okay, I think you laid them out pretty nicely actually with needing to get Chrome, we've decided is necessary, and getting some sort of Google account, and then going to that, where did that page go? Going to this link here and downloading the actual app itself.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like actually what you need to do is actually sign up for an account, which then you get access to an online version of Evernote. But then you should and can also get an app that you can put on your computer so that everything's available offline. And then I would also then, even from this same page, I would go and I would download the web clipper. You're seeing this now, right, Maya? Okay. Okay. So the web clipper, easy peasy, is available right on this page. Get web clipper for Chrome. So, okay. So that's kind of the 3 steps to set up.
Okay, that looks great now. Oh, I did want to ask one more question, and that is, what about Mac people?
No idea. Sorry.
Okay.
I suspect, I mean, what I would do, I would just Google Evernote for Mac. There's probably a whole other,
there's got to be, yeah,
a whole other tunnel for doing it that way.
Mm-hmm. I will look into that so that I can provide that link when I.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Honestly, you know what? I used to ask my brother all the questions about computer stuff, and all he would do is Google it, and then he would tell me what Google said. So yeah. I realized that I could do that too.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so once we're actually grabbing material, what we were talking about with the PDFs.
Can I interrupt you for 10 seconds?
Yeah, sure.
I just Googled it, and actually there's a way to install the web clipper Evernote or whatever on a Mac, specifically using Firefox.
Okay. Okay, so there are I imagine there's different ways you can integrate everything. Just got to work with what you've got. Okay, so we did go through how to actually grab stuff offline. So what we'll do now is actually go right into Evernote itself. And so this is actually what Evernote looks like, the app version. So this is the downloaded onto my computer app version of Evernote. And this is the Nestia library that I've been putting together forever, it seems like. But I think it's
we're not seeing it. We're not seeing it, Kat.
Oh, so maybe the share thing isn't working again. Okay.
Yeah, make sure you're sharing your desktop, and then you won't have to keep switching it over.
Oh, I see.
You have to share desktop.
I told you were computer savvy, Maya.
Well, I learned the hard way.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
there
right.
you go.
Okay, so now you're seeing Evernote?
Yes, I'm seeing Temple Doors. And that
okay, perfect.
Started with, yeah.
There was too many options for sharing. I didn't know which one to pick. Okay, so basically what I did when I realized that I wanted to go with Evernote instead of trying to create a whole digital library, because I already knew this system and it just seemed easier and it seemed to be able to answer. So this was the whole goal of this, or the whole idea to do this was all born of Bill's palpable frustration with trying to figure out where all of my information is. And I thought, you know what, he's right, it's really annoying. Because we all know that there's like this valuable piece here and a valuable piece there, and you know how to bring it all together. So anyways, so in Evernote, it's actually quite user friendly, I think, but I've been using it for a while. So basically what you do, if you'll see over on the left hand side here, there's actually, this is my library. This is my personal, this is my personal Evernote. These are all of my Evernote notebooks. And so one of my notebooks is actually it's called a notebook stack. So it kind of is organized like you would imagine a library would be organized. So a notebook stack is actually Nestia library. And so all of these things in blue are actually notebooks that then have many, so these are all my notes within a notebook. So is that making sense? So there's a notebook stack, then there's the notebooks, and then there's notes within the notebooks. And so I've got 32 notes in Temple Doors, and then each of these notes is actually the full PDF version of the Temple Doors issue. So there can be hundreds of pages in each of these notes. So I've got all of her Temple Doors and all of her source issues actually loaded into this already. And so I know, Bill and Edie, that I did actually, okay, sorry, I'll try not to gloss over this because this might be one of our keys for collaborating on this, is understanding how to actually share. We're gonna have to figure out if you added a note into a notebook I shared with you, is it automatically shared back with me? I don't know yet. That's something we're gonna have to figure out. But what I did, so you can see these little white books with the arrows on it. means that I have shared the notebooks with somebody. So I'm just right-clicking on this, and I'm going into share notebook. And I already have shared this with 3 people, which is Maya and Bill and Edie, I believe. So Edie, I don't know, I might have to reshare these with you because I don't know where those links would have gone. Yeah, maybe, probably it's way easier to make this happen once you actually have Evernote on your computer. So there's probably not much point in trying that before. So maybe Kailasa, right now what I'll do is actually try sharing it with you. Realize that to share a notebook, you need to be on the web version.
Okay.
So
create my first note.
What's this? Oh, no, okay, go back. Go back. Okay, do you see on the left-hand corner, about 4 things down, there's a little work chat window with a 1 on it? So you got your elephant, you got your plus sign.
Oh, yeah, the elephant.
Just go down to the thing with the 1 next to it.
That. Word chat?
Yeah.
Start chatting.
Okay, click on me.
Oh,
there you go. It's right there.
So
okay,
it's
now
through
click
the
that.
Chat.
Click the source.
Okay. Whoa, loading.
Okay, it was source, and you're getting 31 files of source files right now.
Really? Oh my God. That's so amazing.
Cool, eh? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
great.
What did she do to get that? She had to go into
it looks like what happens is that it goes into the work. This is the other nice thing too, is there is a chat ability in Evernote as well. So it looks like it went into her work chat as a message, and she just on the web, and she needed to open that. Now, Kailasa, can you go into your app? Go into the app version, and let's see if it showed up there as well.
Okay.
You're gonna have to refresh it or sync it or something.
Yeah, maybe here in work chat.
There you go.
Or maybe this is update.
Oh, actually, you know what? Okay, no, close that.
No, update is for to get to another version of Evernote. Synchronize.
Click on source again.
On the chat?
No, in the middle. See in the middle of your
yeah.
Click on that and see what happens.
Yeah. I have it here. So yeah, but it also.
So you know what? We didn't have to do the web version.
No, we didn't.
No, you just need to just answer your messages.
Yeah.
In the app version, you just needed to go into the work chat window, and it was there.
just both in the web version and in the desktop app.
Yeah.
You just have to go to work chat.
The work chat. Yeah.
And you open it and you see who sent you something. Yeah. You click, and on the right hand you will see the files that this person sent you. In this case, Kat.
Perfect. So I will go ahead and do all of that. I will send you all of these files.
And I have the source here already.
Yeah.
On the left hand.
Yeah.
Of my screen. And I can click on whatever PDF I want.
Yeah, and the other thing, I mean, we might find that we want to start actually breaking these into their own notebooks.
Yeah.
Right, as we work with them. But anyways, let's start at point.
Before we get off, before we sign off, I would like you to show us, like if we had one word we wanted to research and all the stuff, like Metatron, how would we do that, and how many million things would show up and all that?
Okay, so Kailasa, can you stop sharing? Okay, so this is going to bring up more than, oh no, it doesn't have to. I'm just going to search all my notes. So I'll put Metatron. Okay, maybe that wasn't a good one to use.
If you're searching the source, you may not find Metatron.
That's what I was just thinking. It might not have been a good one. How about,
you need to go to Temple Doors for that.
Okay, why don't I just do that then? Okay. Or actually, maybe I'll just search. Why don't I do this? I will just search. Now, this is a good learning thing, too, is that if something's not coming up, you might actually have selected the wrong thing here. So I'll search all my notes. Okay, so in all of my information, I've got 224 notes with the word Metatron in it. Now, if you can see here, so this one Temple Doors thing, you guys can see my screen, yeah? Yes, are you looking at Temple Doors? Yeah. Okay. So here, if you see the little yellow bars here, this is actually showing you everywhere in this document that there is a reference to Metatron. So what you can do is, so you open it, so you can actually, oh here, this is a basic thing that I'm sort of glossing over. So you see that this note is highlighted here, like this that's highlighted is what I'm looking at in this window here. But if you want to pop that window out, you just double click on that note, and then you can get a full page version of that document. I don't know why it's being, that looks weird. It should be on the whole page, but my internet connection is being weird. But anyways, what I just wanted to show you is that where the yellow things are is all the references. So what you would do is you just go into the document, you do a control find, which is a basic way of searching a document, and then you would go Metatron, click, and then you can scroll through. You can do next, previous, right? So you can quickly get to each reference of Metatron in that document. Did that make sense, Edie? Enough? Okay, all right. And then if you wanted to do a phrase, you would, did I spell that right? You would make sure that you had double quotations around any phrases, right? I mean, I learned that by trial and error. So, yeah, I know this is kind of wasn't a really comprehensive. Shall I share a little bit, Maya, about what actually happens when you create a new note? Because that was really cool information too.
Yes, for sure, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, there's just kind of two more things I'd like to quickly share. One being all the great options you actually have. So say you wanted to actually, we're actually in the app right now. So we didn't clip something online and put it in Evernote. We're actually in a fresh new note in Evernote. I choose my notebook that I want to put this note in here. And then I can attach something. I can attach a file from my computer. I can go into Google Drive. If I have Google Drive, it takes me right to Google Drive, and I can attach any of my stuff from there. And then you can do a vocal recording as well. You can actually do a vocal recording. You can, and this is really cool. This was cool for me because I have a lot of handwritten notes, is you can actually do a snapshot of something to hold it right up to your computer and take a picture of it. So I want to share that really quickly, and then all the other sort of basic WYSIWYG editor things that you have at your fingertips. And the other thing that I want to share too, which was really cool, that Maya was like, oh, I wish Evernote would do blah, blah, blah. And so we actually tested it, and it did blah, blah, blah. So I'll show you. So we're in Temple Doors. I'm going to search for Metatron again. So there's actually 30 notes. So 30 of your 32 things mention Metatron, Maya. So what she was thinking is it'd be nice to actually have a way to know where each of those references was. So what we figured out was actually if you select, and I'll go through this in more detail if anybody's finding they want to do this, but we selected all of the notes, and then we actually created a table of contents. And so it creates a separate note. Or it should, maybe it's going to be in, Right. So when I did that, it actually created a whole separate note that included where all of those references were. So it doesn't exactly show you. It doesn't exactly show you all of the references, but it shows you what note the references were in. So if you say you wanted to print that out and go back and check out every single one of those documents, then you could do that. So anyways, if that might be a little beyond where people are at with it, but I just wanted to share that too.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, I think unless there's questions, I'm done.
Okay, you want to go back to our screen there for a minute? There we are. So, is there anything else? Anybody has a question or anything in regard to this? Yes, Edie?
No.
Oh, no?
Maybe, Edie, just let me know when you get it on your computer, and then I'll reshare all the notebooks with you guys.
Oh, there was one thing, and I don't know that we can check it out now because I just thought of it. But for whatever reason, Bill and Edie, when they come across a page of mine on Spirit Mythos, say, that's primarily where it is, that's been, they try to save it and it says, well, this page is copyrighted, you can't copy this, which is really weird because I can copy it and the site doesn't know it's me or Edie. I mean, there's no way for to know. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm wondering, would Evernote be? Is Evernote's taking a picture though, like it could copy scan stuff, so it could override that, couldn't it?
Well, let's see here. Let's see. So, do you know a page?
Why don't you go? We'll just go to Spirit Mythos, and then Edie, can you help us out? Tell us the subject, or Bill, a subject, the title.
What's one of the pages you had trouble copying?
9 light bodies. Try that.
9 light bodies. Okay. You can use that search engine on my site. It's at the very top, and
I know, but it's not on this page.
Oh no, it should be right up. Oh, your that's interesting. Your thing is not showing.
That's the same page that Bill gets where he can't search from, right?
Yeah, that's unfortunate. We'll just try that. Yeah, do it that way. There we are. Okay. Yes, Spirit Mythos is a dinosaur site, and it's not going to.
Well, it's not dinosaur information though, so.
Right.
Yeah, Maya, I am starting to have the same problem as Bill. The other day I tried to use the search box on Spirit Mythos and it didn't work, and I guess that's the programming.
Yeah, it's just so archaic that the system's leaving it behind. That's why Spirit Mythos needs to be translated into something newer for sure.
Yeah, it'll work fine with Evernote.
Oh, great! So Bill, you can just copy your little heart out.
What I did, Bill and Edie, just so, and you guys feel free to message me on Facebook or whatever if you have a question, and we can always quickly get on the Zoom or whatever. Because I mean, I did this out of the pain I felt from Bill's heart, so I would love for you to actually be able to use this to your heart's content. So what I did is I picked simplified article because I think it takes a lot of the extraneous stuff out of it. And then I saved it into Temple Doors. And then I'm hoping maybe, I don't know if I shared this with you guys. Oh, I did do desktop. Good for me. Okay. So Temple Doors, let's see where that went. Just to show you what I ended up getting. Might look a little funky. Okay, it's not bad. It's pretty good.
Yeah, you've got it there. You've got what you need. Yeah, that works.
So then, as well, guys, the other option could be to do like a. If you just wanted, if you didn't want the pictures and everything, this is what I'm going to see if it's going to let me actually select anything, or if you have to do the whole page. Okay, so I've just selected the text. I'm wondering if the copyright might come into play if you actually try and select something.
When the copyright things were put on this was a million years ago, and we were having certain problems that
no
I
problem.
won't go into it all, but I'm not trying to keep people from copying stuff off my free sites. It's just messed up.
Yeah, no, it looks like you'll have no problem with Evernote.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay, so any other questions? Or I have a question for Bill. Bill, is your heart singing?
Yeah.
Good.
So is mine, because I have to listen to him go.
Yeah, that's right. Papers flying everywhere.
Right. Okay, let's get back to the screen and we'll say our goodbyes unless there's something.
Okay. That's good.
Okay, so everyone listening to this, I hope you have some idea how to use Evernote for this. And if you're feeling it's too difficult, don't be discouraged. I mean, it's really quite simple. Just maybe go over this 1 or 2 times, and I'm sure you'll get it right. If you really want to do this, if you want to be able to have my work at your fingertips, so to speak, so that everything comes together the way you want it, you can create your own files and folders. You can take this from Metatron site, you can take this from Osiris Arising, you can take this from, whatever, and you can make your own little notes and everything that you need. So it's going to be great. Trust me.
So I have one question for Kat before we sign out. Kat, do you know, does YouTube have a lot of tutorials that would be any help, or is there any other place to go? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I just dug in and rolled up my sleeves.
I'll check it out. Yeah.
But I'm sure, yeah, there must be.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, well, thank everyone for participating, especially you, Kat. I so appreciate this. Thank you, dear.
Well, thank you for your 55 years of you-know-what.
Thank you for your service, Maya.
Okay, I'm going to turn the video off just a second.